Yes, top of the morning. You know the vibes, the news by Shanewz. Man, we got a little bit of time to kill, right? While I charge up equipment and stuff. But I want to talk about the influences and wave jumping, right? 'Cause I don't really see you guys talking about this, right? Especially you Earl Spence guys, right? Leading up into the Crawford fight, the big man, them, right? The fish. He was the man. In particular, $1 million worth of game, Gilly and Wallow. Man, they was like, if you didn't know what you was watching, right, you would automatically have assumed that, you know, they showed more favoritism towards Earl Spence. Just watching, right? But man, the story has turned now. You see Gilly playing one-on-ones with Bud. He's posting it. No more of that Earl Spence ish though, right? The biggest, the big man, them, right? But leading up to that, remember Earl was Himothy. Man, they was damn, he looking like a rapper. Remember Wallow? He was looking like a rapper. He was fighting everybody. Just Earl was that guy, man. Betrayal part two, right? As soon as Earl got knocked off, he's not getting no one-on-one games with Gilly. He's not getting promoted on $1 million worth of game, but Bud Crawford is now. And I know a lot of you so-called popular content creators, y'all not talking about this. Why not? Because y'all not really influencers. Y'all are wave riders. Just like a lot of people on social media. See, people on social media live through an illusion. That's why when they see certain people do things that they want to do or talk about doing, they refuse to acknowledge it because they feel like by acknowledging it or giving it up, it will put that person into power. But what they don't realize is if you are doing some of these things that you guys idolize and worship on the internet, aren't you already putting yourself in position with power? Because you're doing the things that you guys, the illusion has you guys worshiping. Worshiping. Facts. These are facts, right? Because like I talk with my guys all the time about this. There's no difference between what quote unquote an influencer does. The difference is the deal that they have or the illusion for the people that's pushing them, right? Because if we all go to an event, like I'm gonna use this because I'm about to go to this event, the weigh-in in a couple hours, right? Now we are all getting the same exact content as far as when the weigh-in starts going live. For those that go live, because you get a lot of guys that go live, they're gonna go live on their phones and record the event, right? Now the illusion is this: if Fight Hype does it, and Fight Hub and Ellie and all these guys do it, what makes them any different from the smaller guys that you guys don't uh support, so to say? There is no difference. It's an illusion. But I see a lot of you guys who claim to be fans of this stuff, right? If you know somebody or you feel you know them or you have access to them and you know they're doing it, you don't want to give it up to them because you feel like, man, I have access to this guy or I know this guy. Why I ain't doing it? Because you're not doing it. He's doing it, right? And the reason why he's doing it is because he's a doer, not a watcher. You guys are watchers. And you are upset at the ones that are doing it that you don't want to watch. Oh man, did that make sense this morning? I'm cooking. I'm cooking, man. Yeah, I'm cooking. See, I got a lot of sleep last night. Normally, I would be up at heavy equipment right now, bearing the elements, but I am in my bed, right? I'm chilling. I'm charging up my softwares, my weapons of mass destruction, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go tear shit up again. You know me, man. I'm a hunter. Even though I'm not a hunter no more, I'm a hunter, god damn it. I get in that room and They try to turn me into a zoo animal, but I'm used to hunting. And now when I get in the room, the food is right there. I was used to hunting the food for many years, not being on the list, having to wait outside and, do my own thing. Now I'm in the room. So when I see a lot of you content creators who, talk, especially the ones that talked about me, man, you guys ain't even in the room. You guys ain't even on the line. You guys ain't even outside. You're not even outside, man. What you guys are is part of the illusion, and you can't hide no more. You can't hide no more because the illusion is like what I'm talking about. The illusion is this. Earl Spence was that guy, the biggest, the big man them. Got his ass whooped. Now look, nobody's fucking with him really. They're riding the guys wave that beat him up. They're playing one-on-one games with Bud. Bud is everywhere. Where's Earl at, man? Deactivating his social media. He can't hide no more. Content creators on here speculating about who he's gonna fight and this, that. That shit is over with, man. That shit is over with, man. Because that's what you guys been doing for him forever, ever. Forever, ever? Yes, forever, ever. So now it's like, come on, man. The gimmicks, man. The gimmicks is over, man. It's cool. It's cool to be a gimmick if that's the deal that you want. But one thing about a gimmick, man, you're only as good as your last gimmick. And that shit, it's better to get out here, man. Get out here, man. Show up, man. Let them say, nah, you can't come in and still get to work. Then eventually they got to let you in because they see you're consistent. They see you're persistent. And overall, they see you are hot. Because one thing about hotness, you can't fake it. What I like to call the sauce, or my brother WCS will say the grease. You can't fake that. You got to have that. See, a lot of times people attempt to steal that. But the more you steal, the more you got to continue to steal. And the more that people are witnessing this thievery, and then they start to catch on like, oh, wait, that's the guy. Hey, come here. Can I have a word with you? Well, how did you figure that out? What clicks inside of your mind to make you do these things? Yeah. So that's what you are seeing going on right now, right? Earl Spence was the biggest, the big man them. No longer. Who is it? It's Bud. Guys want to play one-on-one with Bud. Bud is everywhere. This guy's deleting his page. He's doesn't want to break bread with his Olympic brother. His fight is on the shelf. He's shutting down his idol worshippers, the queens. They idol worship you, brother. They run a plays for you and your mans. And look how you did them. Because you aren't relevant anymore. And the reason why you're not relevant is because you've been a gimmick and you sold your soul. And now reality is setting in. Billy Wayne. Remember, oh God, you devil, Billy Wayne? Yeah, Billy Wayne was a struggling artist and he sold his soul to the devil. And the devil made him hot. See, one thing about taking that deal with the devil, you really was never hot there, brother. You had people around you that was hot, that was giving you the sauce. But you let the wrong people get in your ear and tell you this and tell you that, and you lost that. Yeah, you lost it. Now look at you. Shout out to Gilly, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. I'm gonna speak about it. I know these others might not speak about it, but I'm gonna definitely speak about it. You keep playing one-on-ones with Bud. I'll revisit this some more, maybe sometime this week, and I'll go in the studio and really break it down. I'll break it down in the studio. I'll pull up the receipts. That's the weird thing about the internet. We could pull up the receipts when the big man them, it was the biggest, and he was the rapper, Himothy. They ain't playing one-on-ones with you, Himothy. They pulling up to play one-on-ones with Bud and adding in the footage, and they having a good old time with Bud now. Not you. Not you. Not even they boy, Boots. Boots can play ball too. Boots is a hooper, right? Ah, yeah, I thought I was gonna forget about that, right? Boots is a hooper too. Boots is a hooper too, man. You know, he's a ball player. He's a ball player too. But they not playing one on ones with Boots. Who they playing the one on ones with, man? Let that soak in, man. Let that soak in, man. Well, I'm looking at my weapons, man. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be two guns up today again, man. You know, I bring out, two of them, two guns up, man. You know, I like to shoot with both of my joints. You know, I like to shoot with both of them, man. I'm a shooter, man. Are you a shooter? What are you? You shoot your mouth. You shoot the shit. But do you shoot events? Do you work events? No, you don't. So the thing with working events now, I'm speaking about actual bodies of work. The illusion of social media would never stop anything that an actual shooter is doing, right? Or somebody that is getting authentic content, right? Because just like yesterday, I didn't go too hard, but I went hard enough to make a point. But you see how I made my point. I shared a lot of the original content first. The top rank stuff, the fighters stuff, right? Because you know me, I'm very, very I like to paint my picture, right? So I showed a lot of the fighters material, top ranks material. Um I even highlighted some of the other guys that I really don't know, but I noticed them working. Right? I noticed their work. And I'm one thing about me, I'm not like most of you on this social media shit. I respect doers. You can learn from doers, right? So the guys that I see actually doing things, working, interviewing, pictures, photography, all that I watch. Those are doers, right? Now after I shared a lot of the doer stuff, I say now it's time for me to show this whole illusion. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. Fuck them, right? So now I post all my stuff. And the thing is, the same stuff that you guys like, right? I got the same stuff. But yet you don't like it or you don't want to acknowledge it when I post it because it's mine. Yes, my stamp is on that. My camera took that. My frames. But yet you like it. So are you a hypocrite? Are you fake? Yes, you are. Or you just part of this illusion. But pay attention to this. If you like the things that I just said I posted, you like my work too. You just don't like to acknowledge that I am actually there getting it. The news by Shanewz. And I didn't have to even work this fight week, man. I didn't even have, I'm still debating on whether I'm going to go to the fights, man. Because it's cold outside, right? I was debating today, like, do I want to go to the weigh-ins? But I do, because watch what you see when I put out, when I premiere later. So it all makes sense. I'm gonna premiere something nice, the steps, the grind, right? The intel for you internet weirdos, strange guys that just be on the internet, can't hide behind your views no more. That's it's done. Your views, I'm gonna show you the views today. Real views, not see your views for all you guys that are doing successful views. The jig is up with all of y'all now, man. Cover an event and do these same views, right? That's what you guys got to do. See, I know what you guys do. I'm gonna put you on blast this morning, right? When you pay for your views when you go live, pay for those same views when you're doing the work. It'll work out better for you. This is a word of advice. Because to be honest with you, when you are in front of your green screen, your computer, your car, your office, however you do your flow, and your numbers are crazy, that's what's up. But those numbers should be that crazy or even bigger when you're at a fight, you're at an event, and you're working it. Because now you are showing the people who actually support you and listen to you the things that they are supporting and listening to you for. Because what are you? A boxing content creator. So why aren't your numbers like that when you're doing actual boxing content? So word of advice: pay for the views and all that shit when you do these events. It'll be better. Then you could trick these people a little bit more because now I think they're actually catching on to the plays. They are. They've been catching on. That's why a brother like me, they like me because I've been telling them this from day one. Like I'm not buying my views. I don't want to buy no views. I'm giving the views. These are the views right here when I'm on the front line. When I could grab, yeah, grab. You heard me say grab. Because when you're in the room, you can grab these people up and talk to them. When I could grab them up and talk to them off the record, on the record, say, yo, you mind putting that on the record? If not, it's cool. I won't, I know the game. Yeah, I know the game. But if you don't mind, you mind getting on camera? This is the sauce right here. And as you can see, the catalog that I have pulled over the years, a lot of people dig the sauce.
Hey, you guys. A shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast. You guys enjoy it. It's a good one.
Man, look, now that's my guy, Mr. Jacob. I'm gonna give him his what's the name, Mr. Jacob. That's Stitch though. I remember getting that drop from Stitch, and I show him that all the time. We eat lunch together. If I was on this fight card, well, no, wait, I don't know, not this fight card because when you stay at I think they're at the New Yorker. I'll let you guys know the hotel because I know you guys aren't gonna go out. You guys ain't outside, man. You guys is internet weirdos, man. Go to the hotel. They're at the New Yorker. They're at the New Yorker. New York is right there, proximity around the corner from the Madison Square Garden. That's the hotel. But you guys ain't gonna go because you guys are lazy. You're not doers. But the New Yorker, they probably give you if it's like the Stewart, but it might not be like the Stewart because they don't have the plugs like the Source.
Yo, shout out to the Source Talk podcast. You already know the vibes. Jack and Fitness. This is Andrew in the Stewart Hotel Boxing Life. Let's go.
Woo! Yes, the Stewart Hotel, you get the complimentary. Uh, you know, well, I know I do. Me and my guys, my family, people that I consider my family. We get the complimentary. They take care of us. And the spot that you go eat at, you get these nice vouchers, and then you get the good food, man. Whatever you want. They make breakfast, all kind of omelets. You have omelets. You can get your pancakes, your Belgian waffles for breakfast, and all of that. That's what my kids love. They love the Belgian waffles. You get all that fly shit, right? Then lunchtime they have the Mediterranean bowls and salmon, and it's just good stuff, man. Then dinner, you know, probably the New Yorker has it like that too. We haven't had a chance to stay at the New Yorker yet, you know. But I know the steward, they take care of you, right? And then these other places like the casinos, they have they have the itinerary with the meals, like the Hard Rock Cafe in Tulsa, you get the meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And like I said, me, Stitch, the guys, everybody's in. Shout out to the Mason brothers. That's where I really broke bread with the Mason brothers. That was my first call with them. And I studied them and watched them, and I seen how they moved as a unit. And I love that about the brothers and the father. Very militant and structured. I like that. And now you see where Abdullah's at. These are things that you pick up on when you actually work events and you're around, and you don't get caught up in the illusion. The illusion, because this is what social media is, an illusion. And they love. I'm gonna tell you something about these people that really run this, right? They look for guys that are willing to sell their soul and sell out. They like you guys because you guys come a dime a dozen. It's easy to manipulate y'all. It's easy to get y'all to trade yourself for nothing. Then once they realize that you are nothing and they could get the next one, you're out the door. As you see with Earl Spence, respectfully. Earl Spence is out the door right now, man. And I think reality is setting in. But one thing about me, right? I should be on here laughing and nah. I just pray that brother is all right. Because he's the prime example right now, what he's going through, right? You had all these people on here praising him, like, oh well, he's good, he got millions of dollars, right? Yeah, he does. Money doesn't buy you happiness. You what's the saying? Shout out to my man Robert Thick, Magic Tux. He said, you could be rich when you're poor and poor when you're rich. Let me say that one more time. You could be rich when you're poor and poor when you're rich. See, right now, I think Earl Spence is rich when he's poor. Yes, he just made millions and millions of dollars, right? But like I just said, a lot of the people that worshipped him, and especially the industry people, they are no longer worshiping him. They are worshiping who? The guy that beat him down. Terrence. Terrence beat him down. The same guy that was ugly. He was Toby. He was a slave. He was Kunta. Remember, Bud was just everything that he was. Just, Bud was just, he was just the dirt. He wasn't shit. You ain't gonna be shit because I ain't shit. He wasn't shit. Now Bud is just that guy, right? He's that guy. They parade him around, right? At Earl Spencer's company. That was Earl Spencer's company, man. But now look, it's all about Bud Crawford, man. And shout out to Gilly, man. Keep playing one-on-ones with him and putting out the content, bigging that guy up, man. I think that is wonderful that you are doing that, right? I feel like by you doing that, by you highlighting Terrence, it really cements the illusion. Because like I said, it was all good just a week ago, man. Terrence wasn't that guy, man. He was that guy for those that know. But for the illusion, he wasn't that guy, man. It is what it is, man. Call a spade a spade. Terrence was he wasn't the popular pick. He didn't fight nobody. He didn't beat nobody. He was manufactured. Um, he was dumb. He was just everything that wasn't it, right? But if you really peel back the layers, he was it, right? Him and Bomac, successful gym owners, right? B&B Boxing Academy. Him and Bomac, actually successful promoters, right? B&B puts on shows, right? Bud Crawford, they put on shows, right? I'll break all this down even more one day. But I'm just talking my shit right now. But the illusion had us believing that he wasn't, right? The illusion had us thinking that he wasn't the guy that he really is. He's the guy, right? But the illusion had us thinking this other guy was the guy. What was he though? We peel back the layers. A drunk, a liar. He wasn't going to the gym like that. He was living out of pocket. This is what he said. He said all these things. I'm not saying. I'm just repeating it. It's like last night. I was repeating some of the shit that I said. See, that's my problem, man. And shout out to my mother and my grandfather and everybody, the elders that instilled that into me. I pay attention. You can't tell me something, right? Or I can't read something and watch something and not point it out to you. I think that's the biggest problem that people don't like about me, right? And I had this problem in the corporate world as well. I had this problem with just everything because you can't tell me something and I can't read it and understand it and then give it back to you. See, a lot of people they like the dumb people that fall for the illusion. You can't tell me, okay, you can cross the street right here, and then I cross the street right there, and you have a problem. I'm like, no, did you just say cross the street right here? So when somebody says something, right? Oh, I lived out of pocket. I wasn't moving right. And I'd be like, damn, well, you said you was living out of pocket. You wasn't moving right. Why are y'all mad at me for pointing out what he said? This is what he said. It's just he wasn't living right. He was moving out of pocket. Caught up to him. But it was when we was reporting on these things, right? Man, you're just jealous. You're mad. Am I still mad, or did he admit to these things now? So, what illusion are you guys still living under? Huh? And shout out to my guy. He highlighted this because you know me. I just, I'm in the gyms, man. I put certain stuff out, man. Of my guy, my family, my nephew, right? My nephew gets busy. I've been around it now for years and years, right? So when I say fighters is stiff or this, that, and the third, you guys get mad because I see the loose guys. I see the guys that can move and groove, right? And sometimes we put out a little bit of the content, the workouts and stuff, and then we see other people try to copy this shit, and this shit is a little, you might need a can of oil, grease up a little bit, man. Lubricate, man. You're a little rusty there, brother. You're a little rusty, and your knees ain't jumping like that. You're not the hot stepper. You're not electric boogie. Then your fans they want to comment and talk about you had on the vest. John had on ankle weights and Marley they had on ankle weights, and there was no excuse. Ask me, when you got something on your ankles, right, and you're raising your knees up, that's a little harder too. But guess you guys don't see all of that shit. You just see me critiquing, right? But like I always tell you, listen. Don't come over here talking that shit to me on my shit. Because when it comes to my shit, I'm not Shay Shay. This is the sauce. I'm not Stephen A. Smith. This is the sauce. But goddamn it, if you don't say it to them, you won't say it to me. If you're gonna idol worship them, you don't gotta idol worship me, but you're gonna respect my thoughts and my views on my platform. God damn it. But hey, what do I know? Hopefully y'all smash the like button. It's been a lot of y'all in here. Nobody commenting yet. It's all right. But y'all in here listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with me. Hello.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Man, y'all remember this guy right here? Y'all remember this guy right here? Look, I gotta talk my shit, man. I gotta talk my shit real quick. Y'all remember this guy right here, man? He's about 9 years old, man. Y'all know this guy right here?
Yeah.
Man, he don't look like that no more, man. That's a little ape gorilla right there, right now, man. He's a little silverback, man. He don't look like that no more. Look at him though. He look mad young and innocent, right? Nice. Look.
Yeah.
Man, he looks like Jase, man. I'm telling you, he looks just like Bam Bam. I see Bam Bam all over again. My other little nephew, man, Bam Bam. That was Marley. I'm telling you, they got strong genes, man. They all look alike. Then they start transforming and turning into the silverback, Wam, Jamaican gangster gorilla killers. That's what they transform into. But Bam Bam's already got it, man. Bam has got it. Shout out to T, my guy, original Source Talk podcast member. Salute to you, good brother. Hope all is well. I know you out there getting that bread. You are a doer. T always is a doer. That's why I can't get T on the platform, because T's working. If T was the nigga that just sits around and does nothing all day, I could have him on the platform. But T's out there handling his business, working and being a doer. But remember, T, let them know, T, right? They all these guys, they're mad at me, right? Because I'm running things. That's right, I'm running things, right? But T, let them know, man. About 8-7 years ago, man, we've been doing this, man. Yeah, remember, T, when I was a young driver? Now I'm a heavy equipment operator. But remember, I was a young driver and I came up to your job. That job got shut down up there. But look, T's a hustler too, always lands on his feet. And I was like, yo, man, we're gonna go link up with the Russell brothers. I was like, yo, I'm gonna give you the heads up. Put in for a vacation day so you could come, man. We're gonna march out, right? We're gonna march out. We're gonna go cover the Russell brothers. They come into town, and it's going down. It's going down. And what happened? It went down, man. My man T, yo, listen, man. Yo, T's viral out there, man. For those of y'all that want to know who T is, right? I was fairly new, but I was still doing my thing, right? There's a video out there when Gary Russell Jr. was at Gleason's gym. It might have been the Dominic Brazil Wilder card, and they had the media workout, and Gary was in there letting off the AK drum. doing the mid work with his father, and rest in peace to Big Gary Senior and Allen, and Big Gary was in the cut because that's how Big Gary used to move. Big Gary Russell, the father, he was in the cut. And his boys is killers. They're trained killers. And he was like, they was in there doing the mid work, and you just heard they know that voice, man. Real dad, man. He structures and raises his youth, right? He said, all right, now stop bullshit, pick it up, right? He said, yo, pick it up. Once he said that, that was the signal. All you heard was, it sounded like it was a gun battle going off in there, man. A gun battle, right? And afterwards, Gary came over to my man T-Dog, right? Now, if I was like a lot of you niggas on the social media, I would have been a hater, right? Right? I would have been a hater, right? I would have turned my camera off. I would have never recorded this, or I would have never even acknowledged it, right? Yo, Gary came over to get his gloves taken off, right? Yo, he didn't come to me. Now, if I was like a lot of you niggas, I would have been like, yo, this is supposed to be my moment. Fuck that, T, get out of here, right? He went over to my man T-Dog and told T-Dog to unlace his guns, right? Unwrap them, right? Now, if I was a hater, I would have went right over there and been like, yo, man, fuck that, this is mine. Yo, that's my cousin, right? Nah, see, real niggas want their people to shine and get the light, too. I recorded all of that. And I was like, yo, T, that's some real shit right there. Now, if I was like you jealous, job, hating ass niggas on this internet, I would have sucked my teeth and be like, oh, man, that shit is corny, man. I don't fuck about that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. Fuck, man. Man, you corny, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, man. Yeah, you corny, man. Man, you corny, man. Shit is corny, man. Fuck out of here, man. That shit is corny, man. So what, man? Fuck out of here, man. But yeah, shout out to you though, T, man. That was dope, man. I always remember that. And then remember Richard Hitchison. Shout out to Richard Hitchison. T, you got some bangers out there, bro. Whenever you start your channel and start putting out content, man, you like 10 steps ahead of a lot of these guys, bro. Because you got all that. You got the media scrum with Richard Hitchison. You got rest in peace. You got Patrick Day content. Remember when I had Pat call to show up and all that? You got Dylan Price, D-Boy Nation stuff. You got a catalog already, T. You got a catalog on these guys, and they know that. They know it though. But shout out to you, T. Shout out to you as well.
See what it is. Powered up by that Jackal Seymour's. Yeah. Definitely. Ooh, that's that Jackal Seymour's right there. Just put in that work. How was that work, man?
Good, 8 rounds.
Yeah. With February what?
February 13th, tune in.
That's right.
ESPN Plus, tune in.
Yes, sir. This is the one right here. Jahad Tucker. Follow him on Instagram. Y'all seeing them all over. Major interviews. We just getting started. 2021, big things coming.
21 takeover, 2022, all the rest of the years to come.
That's it. Thank you for your time, champ.
Man, but y'all don't hear me though, man. 2021, man. You heard what he said? Big things coming to take over, man. We was working, man. 2021 that was. This is 2024, man. And y'all see what's going on, man. Y'all still ain't in the room, man. And when y'all in the room, y'all watching. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Y'all be watching me, man. I be watching me. Don't watch me, man. Watch TV, man. Don't watch me. Watch TV, man. Work, man. When I come in the room, I come to work, man. I ain't in there to socialize, man. I'm in there to get to work, man. In and out like a robbery, man. In and out like a robbery, man. I'm not in there to socialize, man. Cause I learned that a long time ago, man. Working these rooms, right? Socializing with a lot of you content creators, internet media guys is not the vibes, man. Cause a lot of you guys are genuine. Y'all not builders, y'all are underminers. Y'all will sell a guy out for a credential. Y'all sell a guy out for a credential, right? And to be honest with you, if you really are about this life, you don't even need a credential to actually get content. Um, what I have come to realize in this game, right? When you don't have a credential, right? It's easier to work because now when you get a credential, you are a subcontractor and you have to move accordingly to the rules, right? And I was discussing this yesterday with Champ 5, right? I'm not gonna disclose the guy, right? But one of my guys, right? Cool dude. I know him for the trenches for years, right? He's hot too, like me, right? Puts in a lot of work. Yo, he's banned from Top Rank. And I was telling him, I was like, bro, no, you got that's might be a blessing in disguise for you. Because now when you do like the events, you're not gonna be able to go to the events, right? As far as like the pressers and like the weigh-ins and shit like that, because you're banned. But if you buy a ticket and you go to a fight, because he's like me, he knows a lot of fighters, he's connected like that, and they know him. When you go to these fights, it's just like me back in the day, my PBC days. They never gave me no credentials, no nothing. But I was so tied in, right? They couldn't stop the show. Like I pay for my own ticket. I buy a whole row, a whole section, and go to the fights, right? And now if I hit the fighters up and I bring them over to where I'm at, I hold court. I'll set up at the concession stand. Now, when I start bringing the fighters through for me and my peoples at meet and greets, and I'm conducting interviews and conducting business, y'all can't tell me nothing. Y'all can't tell me nothing because I'm not there under a work pass. I am the pass. So that's what I was telling my brother. I was like, yo, don't, it might be a blessing in disguise, bro. Because now, they can't, if you go to the fight and you hit up your fighter, you hit up the people that you fuck with, and they come over there where you at and you getting it in with them, it's no, nah, you can't record, you can't do this. No. You when you go to their events, right? Like right now, I'm gonna be going to an event in a couple hours. I have to move accordingly, professionally, right? I had this is because if you know see a lot of you guys don't know. Like I said, you don't cover no events. You're not in the loop. You're not doing nothing, right? So you have to conduct yourself professional. Like when I see guys record certain stuff, it already lets me know you're a mole, because it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. If certain people do some of the stuff that I see other guys get away with, you'll be like my man. You get banned. You get banned. I remember this young lady, and this is a true story. We was in Newark. She must have snuck into the locker room, right? She snuck into the locker room. She was moving around. I remember watching her, right? I'm like, damn, she's everywhere. I was watching the whole fight week, right? She was moving and grooving, right? I was like, all right. So fight night, she was all on the floor. She was everywhere, right? We're in the media section. The fight is about to start. One of the top ranked security guys. He's in a couple of my frames. One of the militia guys. He came. They kicked her out the fight. She got kicked out the fight, man, because she was in a restricted area recording. You can't if you're not like if you're not like a team member, or you get that access, they sign off on it. It's certain shit you can't record. Like I know a lot of y'all be seeing my content when I be in the locker room with Jihad or WCS was back there. We got approval. So you guys see it and be like, oh man, them niggas don't be nobody watches them. How the fuck they doing? I'm gonna do that. No, it's protocols and procedures, man. You can't just do that. You thinking, listen, man, I know y'all don't like me, right? So y'all be like, fuck him and all this. You think I just do that? Nah, man. It doesn't. It don't work like that. That's why you don't see your favorite guys moving like that because they can't. No matter how big they think they are and how many views they have, they're not doing it. And when they do it, how they do it, right? They look like what? They look like Jay Reed. They look like Donnie Brasco. Like, are you supposed to be recorded? Why you got your phone or whatever you're recording on like that? Like you're hiding it because you're not supposed to be doing that. But yeah, man, shit is different, you know. But I remember I was telling my guy that man, that might be a blessing in disguise that they banned you from the events. They banned you because when you work events as media and you have a credential, you have to conduct yourself in a particular way. It took me a long time to learn that, right? Because like I said, I was so used to being a wild animal, right? I was like, I was just me. I wasn't corporate. I wasn't corporate thugging. Now I'm corporate thugging. I know a lot, right? But in the beginning, I was just like, yo, man, I was a hunter, man. I was just hunting. And then a lot of times I really wasn't fucking with it like that. Like when I used to be with Goofy and them, the guy that got betrayed, right? I was just security. I mean, I was just checking everybody out. Who were the guys in there scheming and shit, right? And then shout out to my man Dante's Boxing Nation. He was just on me, right? He see how I knew everybody, right? We was kicking it at an event, and he just lost his mind off of me, like, and me and him just kicked. He was like, "Damn, bro, you know everybody, man." He was like, "Yo, you should do media." And I was like, "You even think so?" I was like, "Nah, I don't know, man." He was like, "Yo, I'm telling you, bro, everybody knows you, man. You just got me this interview and shit." I was like, maybe I'll fuck with it. I was like, maybe. I was like, maybe. Cause back then, like he's one of the few good guys, right? Back then I seen how those dudes was moving. I'm like, nah, these dudes ain't official, bro. They like these media dudes is just different, man. Like I said, shout out to WCS. The WCS is a solid stand-up guy. Like barbershop conversation, please, Fred. One day debunk me. You are a snake. That's why I love when Reggie be killing you. I know you, bro. You're like a lot of these guys, man. You're not, I know you, my guy. I know you was in the trenches. Look, unfortunately with you lost your deal, right? You had the ill deal, bro. Yeah, you had the ill deal, but you wanted to fight Keith Thurman's father. You wanted to fight guys and shit behind the scenes, and they stripped you of your power. But prior to that, you was that dude. Now I mean that shit didn't work out with Kenny Porter. Shout out to Kenny. I remember when Kenny and Barry Hunter showed me the tape back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Kenny did you dirty. Kenny hit you with the hand of God, man. Now I mean, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Because Kenny helped you to grow. He gave you limitless access to his son and all of that, and you betrayed him. And I understand how Kenny gave it up, man. I come from a militant family, right? That's that listen, man, when you are a traitor or you do things like that, that comes with the territory, bro. That comes with the territory, man. When you know the rules, man. When you betray people and you do shit like that, you know the rules. There's no honor in that, bro. There's no honor in that. So how that man delegated his his authority or punishment on you, hey, it is what it is, man. Yeah, you see Derrick James, Derrick James knew the clock, right? Yeah, you see Derrick James knew the clock. And shout out to Barry Hunter, the OG he is, for diffusing that situation. I'm telling you, Kenny would have got up in his mouth too, bro. Real talk. I'm telling you, Kenny's like that. Don't sleep on my man Kenny Porter. Kenny Porter's a OG for real. He's not a gimmick, right? A lot of these guys, they be on that gimmick shit, man. Nah, Kenny gets busy. He's like that. He's like that. If you know, you know, right? The news by Shanewz.
You know the vibes. Another day in the office. All-star right here. You know, another day in the office. School you, school you. That's right. All-star. Braun. Yeah. Yeah. Another day in the office. We just getting that work.
Simple.
Yeah. Road to greatness. J Prince Boxing, top rank, ESPN. You know the vibes. Yeah.
Now I want a Jihad on deck today. I told him to pop out, right? But I think if Jihad doesn't come, right, it gives me an opportunity to really work. Because then when Jihad is there, and WCS to tell you this, if WCS is on here or he plays this back, he could tell you this. Like when Jihad comes, right, and I'm at the event with Jihad, I turn into the media marketing agent, man. I really do. Like, but when he's not there, I could be media. I could just be me, right? You know, play around and do my thing, right? But when Jihad is at an event, I'll be the media marketing agent, right? This is a true story right here. I remember I forget whose fight card it was. We was kicking it and Jihad came. I got in with the people at Rival Boxing, right? Unbeknownst to me, right? I didn't even know the lady was like a VP with Rival. Now we know that now. But I was, Jihad was there. I was doing my pitch. And come to find out the lady was the VP of Rival. Now the rest is history. You see what's going on, right? But that's what I would be on. If he was there, I'll probably be running around trying to get people to interview him and do those type of things, right? But if he's not there, I'll just do me. I'll be on the lens getting my frames. Let me get my frames heavy today, right? Heavy. And I have another surprise for y'all. I'm just gonna, when I premiere my videos, y'all see the surprise, man. Y'all see the surprise, man. I didn't want to drop the surprise yesterday because yesterday was Valentine's Day. And there are a lot of guys out there that, if they see their woman all googly eyed over another man, they feel some type of way, And I didn't want to drop some of the stuff yesterday because I could have dropped down to get your eagle on, girl. Drop down, and I don't, we don't do that. We are professional. We're professional over here. We're professional. But yes, today it's a good day. I ain't gonna hold you, man. It's cold outside, right? I wish we was at the New Yorker right now because it's like an easier commute. I don't do the cold well, man. I battle storms and all that. I'm out there, so the cold to me, man, it's like, oh nah. But I'm gonna give y'all that today, man, because a lot of you guys need to see the process, man. You guys be caught up in the illusions, man. These dudes be having you fooled with the illusions because they ain't putting in no work, man. Now, if I was petty, right, real talk, right, I was thinking about doing this, right, but I'm not gonna do this, right. I'm not on that wave no more, right. I was gonna record other guys in the room and just show you how they not like that. Yo, it is brick outside too. They not like that, right? Like you know how I be showing my team and we be getting it in working, right? But nah, listen, I'm gonna keep it tall. I seen some content creators doing this. They've been doing some of your favorite guys dirty, putting content out there or with showing them not looking the part, man. And that's easy to do, man. Because when you go there, I'm telling you, a lot of times when you're in the room, everybody's in there, man. This is where you gotta work. But like I said, a lot of content creators ain't who they are when the lights is on, man. They're not those guys, man. And it shows. Yeah, we're working, man. Yeah, we're working. We're getting the content. That's what we do, right? I remember this, right? It was me, WCS, and shout out to WCS. WCS introduced me to a lot of managers too that I didn't know. Now I know a lot of managers, but I remember him introduced me to a lot of these I seen Larry Wade and all that. So I was like, yeah, I wanted to make sure, right? I was like, let me make sure, because that's like one of the worst things, right? Being a PR guy or media, anything like that, and not knowing the person or having the wrong person, right? So I was like, damn. So I went over to WCS. WCS was set up in this spot. He was doing his interviews and shit. I was like, yo, that's Larry Wade, right? I was like, I want to make sure. I was like, yo, that's Larry Wade. So I went over to WCS. I was like, yo, that's Larry Wade over there, right? He was like, yeah, that's Larry. I was like, all right. So once I got that was him, I went over there and introduced myself and shit. And then the rest is history. You know, Larry's my guy, man. Like I said, yo, it's crazy how growth. We work the same fights now, man. But Larry Wade, man, 10-time. Listen, this guy's a 10-time. He's trained 10 national champions, bro. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10.
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, IBL Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.
Man, Larry Wade, man. Real one. Now, yo, listen, man. I don't know if I could get Larry. I can still get Larry. Larry's my guy, man. Larry's with the real big bread now. Jake Paul, man. Round of applause for Larry Wade, man. See, I love to see your people grow, man. Jake Paul, man. He's seeing a different type of bag. Because did you see where Jake Paul was ranked at in the top 100 athletes? Look, not boxers, athletes. I think he was right underneath. Yeah, he was right there with Canelo. Canelo was number 1 for boxers. It was like Canelo, I think Anthony Joshua. This is the boxers now. And then Jake Paul. Jake Paul was number 3 out of the boxers. Made more money than Tank Davis. Made more money than Ryan Garcia and Tyson Fury. He was number 3. He might have been 2, but I know he was top 3. You know, he's killing it, man. So shout out to Larry Wade. Larry Wade is a part of all of that, man. Big things are going. Big things are going on, man. I got 7 more minutes, man. If anybody got a topic or something they want me to speak on, feel free, because I'm about to get off. You know, and get in my zone now. I'm getting in my zone, man. It's almost time to go to work, man. Before you know it, it'll be 1 o'clock, man. It'd be 1 o'clock, man. It'd be time, man. Now I gotta be in and out like a robbery, man. I'm gonna try to go live tonight. I don't know. Depending on how much photos I take, man. And I'm gonna tell you one thing about the photos, man. When you snapping these photos, the editing process on that. Like I was already coming up with my game plan, like, yo, do I want to shoot all the fighters, right? Do I want to just shoot specific fighters, right? Like Tiger and Shushu and Abraham and Oshaki, right? Do I want to shoot everybody, right? Or I want to just concentrate on specific fighters? You got to come with a strategy, a game plan, That way, when you're adding in the photos and shit, you're not overloaded. Because if you shoot all the fighters on the card, which you can, right? You know how many frames that is? Be here for days. I'm gonna figure it out, man. I'm gonna assess what I'm trying to do. Okay, both of my batteries are charged, right? Like I said, I'm gonna bring both of my joints, man. Because maybe Champ 5 will shoot on one of my cameras too. Don't worry, I'm not gonna get in none of the interviews. I don't want to be in none of the interviews. I don't want to be in none of the interviews. I know they be wanting me to get in the camera. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I think I might take some pictures, right? That's what I might do today. Cause I'm gonna be wise out down. And I'm gonna have on my wise out executive shit. So I might take some pictures, man,
and shit. I'll do the picture thing with some of my, colleagues and shit. But as far as like getting into interviews, doing all that, now I like to be behind the camera. Because I think a lot of times when you're behind the camera, right, catch this vibe, right? I think it's better for the fighter or the person that you're interviewing. Because then their focus is the camera. Whereas when you're in the frame with them, especially a fighter, I noticed that the fighter's going to focus and size you up more than rather the camera. But hey, what do I know, right? What's your thoughts on that, man? What's your assessment? Man. It don't even feel like a Thursday, man. Let's go tonight. Friday, the doors open at 5 o'clock. That's an early start. So that means the first bout is 6 o'clock. If the doors open at 5, give or take, especially today. Today's going to be a telling sign. And as long as everybody makes weight, because you sometimes that happens too, man. For those of y'all that know, right? If some fighters don't make weight or they fail medical and certain bouts are canceled, it fucks up the time. But if everything goes accordingly and everybody passes their medicals and all of that, and all the fights on the bout sheet are on, 6 o'clock should be the first bout. Doors open at 5. That's a great treat for us in the NYC, tri-state area. We get to get some good Friday night fights at the Hula Theater. One thing about the Hula Theater, there's not a bad seat in the house. What I by that is how the Hula Theater is set up. Even if you are all the way at the top, which is I think the 200 section, you still have a good seat of the ring and everything that is going on. But hey, what do I know? This is the Source Experience, the news by Shanewz. Now listen, do not take some of the content that I put out and think that you can just jump right in here and do it. There's steps to this. Let them know, WCS. Yeah, from the rafters to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up to the rafters or what, man?
No, I'm down here all night, y'all.
Oh, okay.
What about yourself, man?
Yeah, we down here. You see, we down here.
Now you see, right? I don't want you guys to get bad. If you peep what WCS was pointing to, right? And I'm gonna play the video back one more time for y'all. WCS had on a special, credential, right? I want y'all to see that special credential. And I also want you to pay attention to the guy, top ranked security right there, man. He's a militia, right? Pay attention to him too. And I'm gonna break this down more for you.
Yeah, from the rafters to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up to the rafters or what, man?
No, I'm down here all night, y'all.
Oh, okay.
What about yourself, man?
Yeah, we down here. You see, we down here.
Now you see my man that was in the back, right? Now had me and WCS been not who we were and not had those badges, you see, I'm calling it a badge because it's a badge of honor. You got to put in work, right? Now, had we not had that, and we was down there doing like a lot of you guys attempt to do, not only would we have been barred, we would have been booted out of the arena. So a lot of times, don't watch what guys do thinking it's easy to do. Learn how to do it, learn how to grow, and then you might be able to go. But hey, what do I know?
Yeah, from the rafters to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up to the rafters or what, man?
No, I'm down here all night, y'all.
Oh, okay.
What about yourself, man?
Yeah, we down here. You see, we down here. I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma. seek, and destroy. You know the vibe. Yeehaw!
This is a Source Experience. The news by Shanewz. But what do I know?
Again, everybody's working. Everybody's working. Look, everybody's working. Again, everybody. Yeah? Again, everybody. Okay, again, everybody. Everybody's working. Look.
Go. It's hard drive while you walking in.
Everybody's working. Look. Everybody's working. Everybody's working.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimohela. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibe.